Hello, everyone. As you can see, Dad's not here today. He's out of town filming the bull riding. He sent us a photo here. That's what he's doing right now. Um, I said to him that I'll do the live today and show you all a video that I shooted for him on the weekend with Len Harris. I'll show you now.
G'day North Queensland. Quickly doing a little promo for next week. We're here with Len Harris. We finally managed to catch up. Sorry about last week. There was a bit of a confusion about what's happening, but we've got him here now. We're going to have a quick yarn about what we're going to talk about on Friday. So maybe we could start a little bit about your career as a former senator.
Right, thanks, Batty, and my apologies to everybody. I just got the things back to front. And so my apologies to everybody. I was elected to the Senate in 1999 and served then until 2005. And that was both an amazing privilege and an honour. And I was there to represent the people of Queensland. I never became a politician. I was always a representative. Consult people, and based on that, that was how I voted, not what I thought it should be, which certainly frustrated the government for the last 3 years, where four of us, the government needed all four of us. So if it was in the best interests of the Queensland people, I voted for it, but if it wasn't, no cajoling. I did get one ridiculous offer from Ziggy Sikowski. He asked me how much would it cost for me to agree to the sale of 49% of Telstra. And I just looked him in the eye and said, Ziggy, you haven't got enough money now, and you never will. Got up and walked out of me.
So who was he representing? Obviously not the people. Which party?
No, Ziggy was the CEO of Telstra. Oh. It was the boss of Telstra asking how much it would cost them for me to vote to sell that 49%. That was when they conned the Australian public into paying up to $7 a share, and as soon as it was floated, that plummeted right down to 3.5 the value of the share. So all the mum and dads who thought, right, we're going to support Australia, bought the $7 shares, and immediately their wealth was cut in half.
Do you reckon that was definitely an attempt by Telstra to force everybody to sell out so that they could get rid of the majority control?
No, I think really it was overemphasising the mums and dads stepping into the share market, and it bombed. Yes. Anyhow, so that's a little bit about the Senate. What I'm really concerned about now is that not only Queensland, originally I thought Queensland was the only state that had actually cancelled title documents. I found over a period of about 18 months, it was every state in Australia. So what the problem is now is that nobody in Australia actually has any legal documents to prove they own their property, because title deeds no longer exist. So this is one of the issues that we'll be talking about in depth. How did we get to this point where the very people that we elected to protect our rights and privileges, they're the ones who, in the parliaments, have taken everybody's title documents away.
And for more information on that, before we get to next week's show, have a look in the description. There are links to the 2 previous videos we have done with Len that goes into extreme deaths, but we want to take that a little bit further on Friday. So do your homework, boys and girls, and definitely learn more about that. But there was a couple other things we discussed the other day, some information about council and whatnot as well we might discuss as well on Friday.
Yes, all as the evidence is there. All councils are corporate entities, and Queensland is an excellent example. When you go to the Queensland Corporation Act, it states very, very clearly that a corporation, so we're now talking about your councils, both here in Townsville but through the whole of the state, are registered with ASIC, the Australian Securities and Investment Corporation. They cannot interact with a private person. And the Act, which comes from the Commonwealth initially, right, clearly states that they cannot levy a burden or a levy on a private person, nor can they place a fine or a tax on a private person. So there are some major issues coming down the road for local councils. That's the second thing that we'll be talking about.
Yep.
The other one, which is a real concern, is the World Health Organization. Over 11 months ago, they altered their constitution. It gets a little technical, but what they have done is change that prior to them changing their constitution, the World Health Authority could not move into a country until they were invited. They've altered their constitution that upon a pandemic being declared, they automatically move in. And the other issue is they're also tying environment in with health. And they have made the ridiculous situation that a temperature of 30 degrees or more is a heat pandemic.
Which really sucks for us up here in North Queensland because that's every day.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. So, you know, and Albanese had set up a committee. Nobody knows who was on that committee, and they have actually approximately 2 months ago accepted the World Health Organization's change in their constitution. So that gives them a lay down misere to be able to come into Australia and actually dictate both our health conditions and also our environment.
Very disturbing indeed, and you can see why they were so desperate to get that voice through, because then they would have been able to get their hand-picked Indigenous people to go along with this sort of stuff. But, you know, I think they're going to have a bit more of a challenge now, and hopefully some more members of the Indigenous community will step up, you know, because a lot of them were opposed to it too, and come to our aid, because, I mean, it's their land fundamentally. So, you know, who's the UN to come in and do this? Yes,
they have. The thing that we need, and I hope we can have, say, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, to actually explain to people what criteria an Act of Parliament must follow to eventually then be given royal assent, gazetted, and becoming law. Because they certainly are not following the correct protocol now.
I'd definitely like to get into that one for sure,
Yes,
mate. So
yeah.
you definitely want to tune in Friday. We're going to have a lot of really good information, and
Yes.
we'll be able to provide the documents. We've got stuff, PowerPoint stuff, sort of already ready to go.
Yes.
So it's going to be a good one, man. Look, thanks heaps for coming and having a quick yarn to us,
Yeah,
and
my pleasure.
explaining what's happened.
Okay.
So yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys on Friday.
Yes, my pleasure. Thank you.
No worries.
So I can't answer all the questions. I saw that a lot of you had questions. I don't really know about that. I'm sure if you ask them on next Friday, that they will be able to answer them. And also make sure to email Dad. At the NQ Freedom Dom Network at protonmail.com. You can find them and ask them. And make sure to support the channel at the link tree, and go to the GoFundMe to help fund the Indigenous doco, and go support the Cafe Lockout crew. And actually, I don't really need to worry about that. Yes, you got my name right. Thank you. Hello. I'm I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, this isn't gonna be a very long live because, well, that I don't have anything to really go and talk on about because, well, dad normally does that. So, sorry, but I think more if you want to talk, ask questions and learn more about that, you would have to go and ask on next Friday with former Senator Len Harris and Dad talking about it, and they will go on everything that they mentioned more in depth. So I'll end it now. Goodbye, everyone. Okay, sure. I think I don't. What do you want to know? I'll ask questions, and I'll answer them if you want that, or you can go now. I don't mind. No, I'm not in year 10. I'm in year 8. I'm not sure about. I might. Yeah, I'll ask and see. But I'm not. What is the WEF? I'm not sure what the WEF is. Not really. I don't think most of them actually do know what's going on. No, that most of them care about Fortnite and video games. That they don't know as many things as I do, I think. I think they don't believe in some of it. Daniel. I don't think most of them know exactly what's going on. Some of them maybe, I'm not sure, but it's not a common discussion that I'll have with most of my friends. To be completely honest. Um, I don't have any songs like, but you want me to play? I don't know how to I don't know how to play any of the guitars if you're wondering about them, but um, I don't I'm not sure. I don't know how to play. I don't. Let me think about that one. Probably like I don't know. I don't really listen to bands. Unlike Dad, I kind of like my rap and hip hop more stuff than that. I don't know what that means. I would have thought that they would have known more than me. And yes, I did. I like art. I'm not 100% good at drawing. My drawings of humans are not very good. Yeah. I've had people that I know people who are much better than me. That's the thing. I enjoy a lot. So thank you. And th- I don't. I'm on a conversation. What? Um. Yeah. I love doing this. This is fun. This is this is definitely gonna be an experience. Yeah. I listened to him. He's actually really good. He reminds me of some of the other artists I listen to. So yeah, he's really good. Um, Probably since like birth, I think dad's been telling me a lot. That's how I like know as so much that I do is because I've had my dad. Yeah, he's out in Hewarden, filming some bull riding. That's why he's not here. But he will be here with Len Harris next week. Yes, I don't need a job interview. Just give me the job. I think I think it's better that if you do know, um, Jane. I think it is best that you know because even if you don't, there's still you can still live. Oh, even though that you do, you can still have your knowledge and and do whatever. It's not like extension. I don't really follow podcasts. I don't really listen to podcasts. I kind of listen to. I do listen to this one though. This one I like because sometimes I'm on it. Um, I don't know much on pickleball, but I like basketball. I think I saw a video once on pickleball with someone that had a pickle jar. So I don't know. I think it was more of a joke. Thank you, Suzanne. I I like this job. This job is good. Yes, I am very lucky. Thank you. So for 70 years, that's a lot of years. That's way too many. Um, yeah, I like my gaming. I play I play a lot of the games that most people of my age plays, like Fortnite and that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Um, I think yeah, HP is probably my favorite subject. Science can be cool. Like today, we poured. Well, the teacher showed us she poured salt and salt water and like water with some oil in it, and that show it then it was like all like weird murky water, and then it just turned black suddenly. So like you just suddenly just poof went black. So that was pretty cool. I think they're probably my favorite. HPE is the health. I don't really know what it stands for, but it's basically sports and what is it, like safety and all and like all the lighting bits and stuff like that. I think my favorite is just black though. Okay, so well, I think that's when like I think that's when a lot of people. Okay, well, okay, so it's health, physical education. Okay, I didn't know. They didn't actually tell me. Yeah, I wanted puppy playtime, but like it kind of died after it kind of like died out. It's like the game wasn't as fun anymore. Like I don't what Jinx? What do you mean Jinx? Yeah, I will keep walking in the free world. I think that definitely. What do you mean jinx? I don't understand what you mean now. Wait, did I say something? I don't understand. Did I say something wrong? Is that is that all the questions? I'm confused. Everything was going quickly, and that's kind of stopped. I think it's hard to really tell. Like Victoria and Melbourne and that is good for like the city and that, but like sometimes it can be very crowded. But in Queensland, I know more people. It's not as crowded as well, but I think Queensland has a lot to go to more, lot less people doing the wrong thing as it is to go to the right thing, like less illegal things. Because there's lots of people who steal and do break-ins and all that. So I think I think Queensland is probably my favorite. Was probably better. Yeah, I know what Jinx is, but like I don't know how I jinxed that. I'm kind of confused about that bit. Okay, bye, bye, bye. Well, good night then, Karen. Probably to improve. I think the kids today need probably the adults. I'm not really sure. It depends on really what their dream is. I think mainly I think some of my friends or something would probably like the adults to maybe support them a bit more, or trying to help them reach and achieve their goals and their dreams. Um, yeah, I think it really depends on the person, because like I know probably some of them, most of the people at my age don't really know know what they want to do. So it's up to them. Yeah, I'm glad that I like it too, because else, well, I probably wouldn't be here right now. It maybe they might have been talking about that. I'm not sure. Yeah, well, I try sometimes. But I think the main thing that everyone agrees is that just no one likes the gays and no one likes trans people. That's the one thing, if with my people. But ah, okay. I thought I didn't even realize that. I thought they were talking about me. Um, I'm not sure. Like, I know some of my people. I have friends that probably will do podcasts, but like I'm not sure. Most of them might not want to. I think my goals and dreams is, I'm not sure. I like this podcast. I like being here because it definitely opens my mind and get to know a lot more. Like, I like watching the cartoons and that of the One Nation, because I see them a lot, and I really enjoyed those cartoons. Yeah, it was very good that she actually explained that bit, because I got very confused about that. Yeah, we kind of, all everyone in my grade and all that, we all agree the gays are not, we don't we're not really happy about them. Um, Neither do we like electric cars and that. Thank you. I am trying my best to. Well, I kind of have to be junior, because well, I am his son, so I kind of have to be the mini him the best I can. Especially the more times I do this would probably be the more times I do this, probably the more I will take inspiration and that off of him by being here. Um, I have two brothers and one sister. We have a family of 4 kids right now. Thank you. Um, I think most people. I think most of the time when I come on the podcast, it's like sitting here, I would it'd be that's when a lot see a lot of support with me. No, thank you. I like when I hear people like what I'm talking about. It's it makes me feel better. Greetings. Uh, Courage is the cure. Um, uh, that's an interesting question, because I don't really know. Like, I do think so. I don't really think about what I feel about, like, feel if I'm a kid or not. Like, probably doing random things. I don't know. Um, uh, well, we don't we just don't we. It depends because they I have the like more country friends and I have more like city kind of friends. I think the more country friends know what the gays and all that are, but they don't fully like that idea of them. I think more Scotland. I I didn't. I'm learning. I think more about the fact that there's people who watch the show from more places than just in Australia. Because I would have thought would have been heaps more people in just Australia rather than all over the country. Thank you, Jason. I I think a lot of people have been saying it. Probably my biggest hobby is playing video games like Fortnite. I think that's probably my biggest hobby. Thank you, Rachel. I don't. Is that the same? That's two. Isn't that is that two from Scotland or I don't know. I think some of the teachers can like probably like they're sometimes too strict and like they overthink about what they're doing more than what some of the others do. Okay, so I didn't even know there was two from Scotland. I would have I well the more I know I guess. Um yeah, when I get the chance, on the weekends mainly, after school probably more on the video games. Um Probably this. I think because I know heaps of my friends, they just they don't go on podcasts and do all this that I do, and I don't speak a lot on this, but I don't believe that they would even do this kind of thing. Like some of my friends, they stick to their content creation uh on social media more than they would jump on something like this. I think it's actually really I'm really special to have a father that has made this for me to be able just to go on when he's not here and do this for you all. I think probably um more not taking over my lunch breaks every time that I like three people in the classroom start talking. Like they say that they not by writing people's names up, but like sometimes a lot of guys I think more feel like they don't they don't get the girls in trouble as they do as boys. I'm not sure if it's just because of their behavior. I'm not really sure, but I think it's just I don't know. I think more fun would probably be letting me letting us do more. I am learning a lot. Thank you, Anna. Okay. Good night, Robin. I enjoyed your questions. I think you had questions. I'm not sure. I would like to ask him more about why why does he do some of the things he does? Like he, I think I was here. Yeah, I was listening to the podcast. Well, I was here in this room, when what is it? I think it was Len Harris was saying that was it the prime minister came here in Townsville to to say he was here for the Anzac parade here for it's such a military town, but took one photo and dipped. So I would say no, he is not probably the. I'd say probably he's not the best prime minister, but I'd like to ask him why he did that. Um, I think I'm close to my oldest brother because Zach because I sometimes play video games with him. I do a lot more with him, like play basketball and all that. So I'd say probably he's probably the closest sibling I'm with out of all them all because the others are like really young. So it's hard for me to do that. I um let me think of a question. That's the thing. I'm not really good at questions, eh? Like uh, okay, but I'll look into him. I'll see what he's doing. Um, Probably because I don't really have that much to do after this. Like after school, I basically come home and just go right onto the computer because I don't I don't have work. I don't have anything. I don't have like so much I can really do because like I could go down to the parks and all that, but like most of my friends they don't go out that far outside either. They okay. I don't know what you mean by the Vens. I don't know what the Vens mean. What like I don't know. Probably I learned like when I was down in Melbourne, I got on a notification on my phone about on X saying that what is it? Melbourne became the most populated city in all of Australia through letting letting so many people into the country in immigration and all that. It's that really surprised me because I would have thought was it Sydney would have had more or something because a lot of people in America at least think that Sydney's actually the capital of Australia. So I would have thought that Sydney would have been the most heavily dense and populated. Well, it's closer to my school than it is to me. I'm just gonna say that because yeah, and I don't really know how to skate either. Okay. Um, Not really, because like I don't. I think if I do, they wouldn't really care anyway, because they. I think my best friend would he cares and he knows about this and all that, but my friends that I just have at school and all that, they would just run over it and be like, okay, whatever. They don't really they'll move on to the next thing. Okay, I'll see about that because well I haven't I don't I don't yeah I don't even have a Rumble account. I have an X one because I do most of my listening and all that on Rumble. On no on X, not Rumble. I'm getting my stuff mixed up. Okay, okay. Well, I think pod I don't know because I see podcasters a lot about podcasters like Joe Rogan and all that. I see most of them on my visit pages when I'm just scrolling. Probably I think I'd more work on the actual Australian people, like give actually listen to the people and what try and get there and like lift people into a better income and make everyone actually be able to live without having to worry about money and all that because I think I've heard more people complain about the current financial state and all that. I think that's what most people would be more happy for. I think that's probably the first thing I would probably change. Most most of them. But back to your question, Karen. Um, Probably another one I would probably change is probably probably stop just letting everyone come in. I would probably lay back on letting so much people in and actually work on the country because it doesn't at the end of the day it doesn't matter what your population is. It's about how good the jobs is, how many jobs you have, and all, and how you go on um development and trying to build an actual country. And probably another one would probably be working on things for the people around my age to actually do outside rather than be inside because I think most people are either inside playing video games all day or going outside and getting into trouble with the law and um doing illegal things rather than doing what they should be. Thank you. Um, I'm trying to answer the questions the best I can. That's interesting. I like to see what that was. Thank you. I am trying just to be me and not rush through everything because I think if I rush through it, it's gonna be a big mess. Hello, Mark. Okay, bye. I think he is gonna be very proud when he sees this. Thank you. I really tried to most best answer I can. Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. Like it's not everyone's inside. That's what we talk about in class and that is just is just like Fortnite these in video games and like just I don't hear as many people going on about like a sport and that. The only sport that I ever talk about is a sport that they actually do, which is more like league and all that. Which because some kids aren't always up in the best athletic people. So I think we would need more areas for people to actually work and get more athletic and just try and do their best for a sport and maybe do something. That from I'm not rating it. It's under, but I'm not touching it. It's down there. Just leave it. I'm just gonna leave it there. Yeah. I think some kids go up outside, but not many nowadays. I'm still an 8. Um, I have this. This is the only drink I have. There you go. I drink. I'm not for what bit though. Howdy, Rachel. Why? I mean, I don't. I think that dad would probably be a bit angry when he gets back seeing that most of his beers gone. G'day. Um, I'm not 100% sure what a stance is, but I think a lot of people just don't really do it anymore. Yeah, that's. But the thing is like the parks and that, because there's like so many people. Recently, they've been the one near me has been just being burnt down constant like a lot. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm not sure what that bit was. I'm definitely not worrying. I like I like to what is it do that. I will, but yep. It's time to say goodbye now. Good night, everyone. Um, I, that that's again with the pickleball. I don't know what the pickleball is, but anyway, see everyone. Good night. Stay safe. And continue being free, I guess. But yeah, it is very sad. But cheers everyone. Good night.